Look at these beauties. Let's roll. Alright, for the sticky toffee pudding, these are going to be the main ingredients that we're going to need. 200 grams of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon each of baking soda and baking powder, 55 grams of softened butter, 2 tablespoons of molasses, 130 grams of cane or brown sugar, 2 eggs, and a heaping cup of dates. Let's handle the dates first, shall we? Yeah, you want the juicy ones. To prep these, we're gonna soak them into some fresh hot coffee. I'm using espresso for the flex, but you can use anything. You can use filter, you can use instant, whatever you have. You just need 1 cup of it to soak the dates in for anywhere from 15 minutes to an hour. While the dates are enjoying their coffee spa, we can prep the rest of the batter. First, you want to incorporate the butter and the sugar. If you have a stand mixer, please use it. I don't, so I have this huge bowl so I have enough room to get at it. Now here's where I quickly realized that the whisk is not the ideal tool for this job, so I switched to this wooden paddle instead. The goal here is just to mash the butter and the sugar into a homogeneous paste. Once we feel like we've achieved that, we can crack in our 2 eggs. And now we can go back to the whisk. Now, if you can't get a hold of molasses, you can ask your internet what substitutes are available in your area. I asked mine and it said I could use this cane sugar syrup. To that, add a dash of vanilla extract and add it to the mixture. Whisk until all the sugar is dissolved and the batter is smooth and no longer granular. Now we can add our dry ingredients. Pour in the flour that's been mixed with the baking powder and the baking soda and fold it in gently. Just like with pancakes, we don't want to work the dough too much, otherwise we're going to form gluten and the dough is going to get tough. Once we've mixed in the dry ingredients, it's time to bring in the dates. Pour the coffee and the date mixture into a blender or a food processor and blitz to as smooth or as chunky consistency as you'd like them. I like mine sort of like marmalade so that there's still pieces of date in there. I could eat this with a spoon. Okay, where were we? Pour the date delight, yes, that's what that's gonna be called from now on, into the rest of the batter and fold in until fully incorporated. At this point, I thought that mine looked a little loose, so I decided to add in a little bit more flour. You know, there's gonna be so many variables, the type of flour, the date hydration, the type of syrup you're using. So adjust as you go, that's you cooking. Butter some ramekins generously and evenly for an even rise. By the way, this recipe makes 6 to 8 of those, and fill them about 3/4 up with the batter. You need to leave them some headspace to rise in the oven. Place these in a tray and fill up halfway with boiling water. We're baking these in bain-marie or water bath at 175 Celsius for 25 to 30 minutes or until a toothpick comes out clean. Meanwhile, it's time to make our caramel sauce. In a pan, add 125 grams of cane or brown sugar and 110 grams of butter. It's gonna go from this to this to this to this. When the boss assumes its final form, I can't. Add a splash of cream until it becomes Add a splash of cream and stir until lovely and smooth and luxurious. You want that classic sauce consistency where it's just barely coating the spoon. And that's our caramel sauce done. Ready to go on top of some pudding. Speaking of pudding, they come out of the oven sort of unevenly risen, but gorgeous nonetheless. Get yourself a pair of tongs and extract those from the water bath. Carefully. We have to let those rest for 15 minutes. We have to let those rest for 15 minutes before we try to take them out of the ramekins. And to do that, just run a knife along the inside of the ramekin until it hopefully releases. First try, baby. Unlike the voiceover. And there it is, our sticky toffee pudding. I played mine with some dates, cause they're nice, followed by a generous glaze of the caramel sauce. Listen, this is crazy town as it is, but if you want to take it to the next level, give it a good dollop of cold, sour creme fraiche. I'm just gonna leave you with this image. Roll out.